Whenever
you
you're
wake
thinking
up,
about
you
it,
brush your teeth, you send Dynasty trades. Like,
Yes.
that's what your day should look like. And if it doesn't, you're doing something wrong.
Did you know the best strategy in Dynasty is to sell a player as soon as they produce?
That's sarcasm. Depends on how you define a good Dynasty team. And that can be subjective, but to us, good means you win money because money is cool. Why the heck else would you get in these leagues with a buy-in if you didn't want to win the entire league and take people's money? A team that can compete for 2 or 3 years, that's what makes a good Dynasty roster. That's what makes... You're just donating your buy-in if you're just in a perpetual rebuild. I'm a genius, dude.
I know.
It's if you let what you think about a player override value, thinking strategically, it's going to kill you.
Look beyond your opinion of a player and look at the market value. If someone has fallen 2 rounds, take them. Yeah, and I think that's really what we're saying. It often behooves you to down tier for more points instead of down tiering for depth.
Are you like doing
And
like an
that's
SAT
something that we
words
really
thing? Because you keep saying usurp and
I'm
behooves.
sorry. I've never said to you.
Like, what's the app on your phone where you like learn new words?
Well, that's what I've been
Yeah.
doing this entire time. I'm like, I've been thesaurusing all of
When you
this,
see
so-
Nathan sitting in thought, he's like, what word am I going to use when it gets to me? Go ahead.
No, but
Chris, I love him, Olave.
Yeah.
Chris Olave, I love him. Yeah, Drake, I love him, London.
Not somebody that we did a prospect video before the draft. Not somebody that I watched film on. Did you watch film on him?
I did.
Yeah, whatever. Did you watch film on him?
I did.
Okay, everybody watched film but me.
Market value fluctuates week to week in Dynasty. And the funny thing is, it actually happens more in the offseason than it does during the actual season when things are going on. Because
crazy.
Dynasty players get bored.
Because we get bored.
That's why we play Dynasty.
Yep. There are a couple guys in Dynasty that you really can't say anything about without getting completely trash rolled. No. But buy Tony Pollard now while he's going in the 5th round, so next year you can make sure you brag about it when he's going in the 11th. If you really want to buy into high-producing running backs, why not do the running backs that have already fallen because of the age? There's zero chance that his value is higher next year than it is now with Tony. There's not a chance.
Please sell Tony Pollard. Please do not draft him. Draft a young wide receiver instead.
Nick
And if you're,
that's-
some of you are gonna watch this and still draft him anyways, and you're hopeless. I'm sorry. You shouldn't be playing Dynasty.
Oh my gosh. What is wrong with you guys? I mean, seriously. What is it about Tony Pollard that we're that excited about? You think Tony Pollard's the workhorse between the tackles back? Seriously? And now, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's Cam Akers season again. And he's sliding back.
Cam Akers,
so he's going.
SZN.
You have, I kid you not, a 3rd chance to sell Cam Akers. I am pleading with you to do it now. I've never seen, and people are like, oh, I'm not so sure I'm selling Cam Akers. Why would you not? Somebody's going to get on this jersey wearing a split Tony Pollard Cam Akers jersey and be like, these guys suck.
The Bears suck. That's why they have the 1st overall pick.
It is hilarious how much Bears fans have been flexing that they got the #1 pick. I'm like, you are flexing that you were the
We have
worst
Justin
team in-
Fields and the #1 pick. Is there a correlation there?
Because I can already tell people are watching this video and there's tears rolling down their face.
Clickbait.
They're so mad.
Subpar analysis.
Do us a huge favor. If you want these huge values, do a huge like on this huge video and make sure you huge subscribe. And that didn't make sense. That stage lasted 100. Oh, man. What is up, everybody? We are happy to see you. And
We were just reminiscing.
yeah, we were reminiscing about back when we were super small. When you're a small YouTube channel, the trolls outweigh the nice comments. And so
it's not close.
And no, it's not even relatively close. Because only when you're a small channel, only the trolls really watch. So appreciate you guys joining us tonight. We're going to do a Dynasty Startup Draft tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this Dynasty Startup link into the Discord for our domain motherflockers, and flockfantasy.com/domain is how you can get on that. Use code domain, choose motherflocker. You can get access to all these drafts as well. But tonight I'm going to drop it in the mock drafts channel for our peeps. We're happy to have each and every one of you here with us tonight. Drop your questions, drop a like, and let's talk Dynasty Fantasy Football, because right now is a really exciting time for Dynasty, honestly. I we talked about this in our videos a lot this week. This is a time where a lot of people are making trades. They're more active because of the draft and because the next thing that they see on their calendar is like training camp, preseason, and then season, right? So this is where it starts becoming a little bit more real. People start to actually buckle in for what they're going to do with their Dynasty team.
Start making real contending moves, too.
I know. And unfortunately, sometimes poor contending moves, especially from like a value standpoint.
Fortunate for those of us who
take advantage, right? Yeah. So again, I'll drop this in the Flock Discord on in our section here. But happy to have you guys with us. What is up to all of you? And you'll notice we hit 10,000 last week. We've had a big week, ladies and gentlemen. We're growing.
Large.
We're inviting more people into the domain. So we appreciate all of you guys who are new subscribers or watching for the first time. Welcome, and let us know if there's anything we can do for you as well. We are very happy to have you here. And we're just two idiots with a camera, but we talk about Dynasty a lot because we like playing this game. So, like I said, we're gonna do a startup mock draft tonight.
Well, Take It Easy Man says Dynasty Domain is the greatest Dynasty riser of this NFL offseason, according to Keep Trade Cut.
Wow. We're on Keep Trade Cut. That would be a big accomplishment for us.
That would be an accomplishment.
Or would it be a bad thing because we don't like Keep Trade Cut?
It depends on our value.
It's true. Value insulation. How value insulated are we? We got 3 more spots in this mock. I'll wait for him to fill up. But
5th round.
5th. Wow.
I think we're 5th round.
Maybe.
That's pretty good value insulation.
There you go. The Discord link, I'll link it right here. Here you go. So if you guys want all of this, we also have, which I will start by kind of announcing this. We also have this going on, which switch, mouse, switch. Put it up, Avery. Come on. There we go.
Nice.
And 3, 2, 1. Boom. Whoa. The Domain Platinum League is here. And so what the Domain Platinum League is, it is a $250 yearly buy-in league. Basically, what we're doing is we're going to invite the best of the best to play Dynasty against Nathan and I. Nathan and I are going to co-manage a team in this league, and we are going to put it all on the line. It's basically we're putting domain money on the line and playing against 11 of you guys, and we're going to see if you guys can beat Nathan and I's combined brains on a Dynasty team. We're going to do the draft live on the channel as well, so you're going to be able to see all of our reactions and
watch
hear.
us get dead last.
Watch us
so
suck.
funny.
Watch this team be so bad. We're going to be quite competitive with this team, but you have a chance to play with us. flockfantasy.com/domain. I dropped the link there, and it's for annual Mother Flockers. So if you're an annual Mother Flocker, if you're an annual member on the site, you have a chance to play with us as well.
I'm going to feel like playing the fantasy football family league with our wives.
It is going to be exactly the same. I don't know. A couple listener leagues last year I was cleaning up in, so maybe that's going to be like, I don't know. I feel like you and I combining on team, like it's going to take all of our effort. Like we're going to probably be really invested. But we'd love for you to join us. And like I said, yeah, if you're an annual Mother Flocker, come sign up because we want to play against you. But what the? No. This isn't supposed to be rookies. No, I switched it.
No, you didn't.
Dude, I did, and it didn't save. This is the buggiest app of all time. Here we go. Remove, and go. Now you do the normal stuff. Hopefully it works. I did switch it, and it doesn't update. It's so buggy.
That's what they all say.
Let's see if it goes.
That's what they all say.
He's probably like, what the heck? There we go, Josh Allen. All right, now we're cooking with peanut oil. What we wanted to do is a Dynasty startup because we kind of want to see, again, where these rookies are falling. We've identified some pretty good values through Dynasty startups, actually. Like where we've seen these guys being mocked in startups, we're like, oh man, these rookies are pretty good values. Maybe we're going to be targeting them on our trades. But let's see who's in the comments for us tonight. Let's start with Noah. Noah was here this afternoon with this comment, so I've got to read it. Got Pearsall, 204, good value. Sinnott, 304, great value. Baker at 311, pretty happy with my draft. All of those guys are guys we're targeting. Love those picks, my man. Great job, Noah. Brunil Jacobs says, I have both Tony and Sky Moore. Are they both droppable with the additions of Hollywood and Worthy? Yes. I need to make some roster space. Don't know what to do with them. Yep. If I have to drop one or the other, I'm dropping Tony first. But Sky Moore, like
that might be an unpopular opinion, but
is it really?
I agree.
No way. I'm still holding out like this much hope for Sky Moore.
Do you know how many people are holding out hope for Kadarius Toney because of his athletic talent?
No way, bro.
You think I'm kidding?
I know. I'm sure you're right. It's just funny.
There's no way there's still truthers.
100%.
They linger so long, dude. They don't give up.
I mean, I'm not talking about like truthers that think he's still worth the first round pick. I'm just saying like I think the collective Dynasty community would say they'd rather roster Tony than Sky Moore just because of the upside.
Mario says we should start a low cost construction company and call it Value Insulation. That's funny. That's a good one, Mario. We could make. You think we can make it in other industries? Birdman, what's up, buddy? Let's go, dude. Matthew says just traded up to the 104. You sent London the 112 and the 202 for the 104 at 25 first and a second. That's an even trade. We don't like trading up, but you actually didn't get really beat on that trade because you got that 25 first to insulate it. I'm fine with that. And from a market value standpoint, like London is being valued lower than the 104 right now, so you're good.
Yeah.
I like it. And a complete rebuild as well. All right, yeah, build around Danielson, build around that quarterback. Evan says 10-team Superflex. You got Purdy, Najee, Judy, or Danny Dimes, Deontay Johnson, 25 first. Purdy.
I'm taking Purdy.
I gotta take Purdy there. It's Purdy against those other guys, and I just take Purdy over the package.
Yep.
Thank you guys for putting out awesome content. Thank you for watching our awesome content. We appreciate it. We don't think our content's that awesome, honestly, but we do appreciate it when you guys think so, because that's really all we care. The blueprint is cool. We do like the blueprint.
There's a blueprint showing right now.
It's a blueprint. Oh yeah, it's right there. Yeah, it's the bottom of the screen.
It's a blueprint.
It's a blueprint. Cole says he needed this. We needed you here, Cole. Glad you're here. In the middle of a slow draft as we speak. Dude, if you're not a Flock member and you're not messaging Nathan and I right now, what are you doing with your life? Because I'm helping somebody out right now that's in a slow draft. And just every pick, we're kind of looking over the field, looking over what his opponents have. And he's one of our newer members. So it's been nice to get to know him as well. Yeah. Jay Gibby says, in a league with double PPR, how should I value players versus normal PPR? And if Neighbors is a good pick at the 1 and 3, or should I take Daniels? I mean, I guess it would slightly elevate wide receivers, but like when you've got double PPR across the board, like it means it's applying to tight ends, running backs, and wide receivers. And I'm not like, QBs are so valuable that I'm not willing to say like, oh, you're moving them way up like in the positional hierarchy there. So it kind of is pretty even across the board in terms of like the boost you get from like a full point PPR bump.
Yeah.
So yeah. Jimbo says, how do I get more than one blueprint? I'll pay money because money is cool. Money is cool. I'm wearing that shirt tonight. Right now, we can only give them with signups, but we're working on a way to give them to you separately. All of you guys will be able to get as many as you want to hear someday very soon. That's what we are working furiously towards. Only 11 more minutes. This was earlier. Whoa, take it easy, man. Of course, is here early. Just finished a startup. You thoughts on trading Addison and McConkey in my 25 first for Marvin Harrison Jr.? Oh, it's a smash. You got to take Marvin Harrison Jr. there. Oh, it's a smash.
Yeah.
Love it. Let's go to YouTube. It's the one above it, the one that's already grayed out. I use that as my test comment. I have the 101 Kyler Purdy and a mid wide receiver room and a super flex 12 team. Start 10. I also have the 107, 108. If I take Caleb, or the best if I take Caleb, the best available player at 107 will be May or JJ. Not an easy league to trade in. Take Marv at 101. Yeah, I mean the leagues that are hard to trade in, that's where it's tough. Like that's where it's really tough because we always say take the value, but it doesn't really work when people don't trade, right? So I'm fine with you taking Marv at the 101 there if you're going to draft a quarterback later. Like,
look at the team with the 102, and if they're desperate for a quarterback, try and see if you can't make a deal to get him to move up.
Comments here,
and try to leverage him there. Yeah, that's what I would do. Pete says Neighbors are going to be a PPR menace. Double PPR. Don't even think twice taking him at 3.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean,
in 2
Neighbors
PPR,
Neighbors is going to be a beast. Like we are all in on that too. So yeah. I think you're absolutely right.
I think if you're of the opinion that he's going to play mainly slot receiver too, I think you have to be of the opinion that he's going to be super, super productive.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the startup draft so far. So you've got the 5 QBs up front. You've got Jefferson and then Chase actually going above CD, which is interesting to me. You've got Burrow in there. You've got Bijan in the first round of this draft, Anthony Richardson, and then Marv at the turn. So this is interesting because in this draft, you've got Marvin Harrison Jr. at the 112, but then you're taking Love, Murray, A-Rich, Wilson, and Amon-Ra over Caleb Williams. And honestly, I'll take Caleb over Garrett Wilson. I'll take him equivalent to Amon-Ra. I'll take him probably over Love and Murray for market value alone, though. And then probably again for Bijan. Like, I really think Caleb Williams deserves to be at the 1-2 turn in Dynasty startups right now. What do you think about that?
100%.
I mean, with the weapons, and
100%.
I mean, like he is in as good a situation.
Yep.
As good a situation as you can get, honestly.
Yes.
And then Herbert at the 2-6. Herbert goes at the 2-6 in this draft.
Whoa.
So dude goes out on a limb and drafts Chase in the first round and then gets Herbert at the 2-6. That's nuts. That's like absolutely insane. That's like never happening.
Yeah.
I do like though the Jefferson Puka start and then with Drake May there in the 3rd. That's pretty nice as well. Trevor Lawrence, great value there. Jahmyr Gibbs, good value. Purdy, good value. Neighbors, I like. Breece Hall at the end of the 2nd's not bad as well. You're better than taking him mid-2nd for sure. His value is adjusted a little bit, I think. Maybe just in our drafts.
Breece's.
Yeah, because it was here, and then it's like...
Yeah, it could be a domain thing.
It could just be ours. But and then Jaden Daniels at the turn.
Did I scare people?
You probably did. And then Jaden Daniels at the turn here. So you got Jaden Daniels going at the 3-1. And in this draft, what's interestingly enough, I already have Drake May here at the 3-7. Usually there's a lot bigger gap between those two quarterbacks right now. I do think Sharms is drafting well, though, by taking Jefferson, Puka, and then May. I like that start. Like, I just do. And I think Drake May deserves to go as high as Jaden Daniels wherever he goes. And my ideal price for both of those guys right now is right here in the middle of the 3rd, maybe into the 3rd. But I think that's where Drake May should be going. And what we've seen a lot of with like people we're helping with startups
is
is that
6th,
they're
7th round.
6th, 7th round. That's nuts to me.
Yeah, I would have been interested to see where he would have fallen in this draft.
Yeah,
for sure.
You've got some running backs in here. AJ Brown in the third. With that, I mean, AJ Brown was, by the way, we were talking about this on the video earlier. He's the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL because he got that new contract on draft night.
Oh, that's
so it's like $2 million a year higher than Amon Ra.
Gotcha.
So him, London went an early third here. You've got Laporta, great value in there. Great value there. I honestly like. The more I think about, a lot of times I go through these phases, but the more I think about tight end, the more I'm like, yeah, I'm actually okay with stuff tight end in the third, fourth here. Even, McBride, I think you could have gotten him later.
Yeah.
But you're probably looking at some good value
Laporta continues to somehow, as the tight end one in Dynasty, still be the best tight end value in Dynasty fantasy football. And McBride, I've really, really warmed up on McBride.
I have to.
Over the offseason.
I wonder why that is. I wonder if it's just a Kyler thing or if it's because Marv's playing with him now. Like,
Marv is a big part of it, I think, because I think it just, to me, they seem like very complementary pieces from a production standpoint. And now I'm really optimistic about what he could potentially do in the red zone.
You want to know something that scares me?
What?
Taking JJ McCarthy at the 4-1.
Oh, yeah.
That's terrifying.
Oh,
that's scary.
Yeah.
That's good.
100%.
But he does have good value insulation, so you have that going for you. But Bryce Young had good value insulation.
It's
going to
be interesting to see where these rookies end up falling because I could realistically see McCarthy being a 6th round guy as well. And if he goes in the 6th round, right around where Bryce is going, then I'd be like, yeah, because you're taking just as much of a gamble there as you are with a guy like Bryce, with a guy like May, who is pretty consistently going back to back with May or with Dan or with McCarthy, if not after McCarthy. So
yeah. But interesting run of quarterbacks there. You had 4 in a row and 5 of the last 6. Sorry. Picks there. McCarthy, Prescott, Tua, Goff were pretty high there, and then Bryce Young. And Ryan notices the trend, takes the value, and takes Ayuk, which I think Ryan has a great start in this draft, honestly. Like, dual elite QB, and then you've got Tyreek Hill to supplement, and Brandon Ayuk, like, yeah.
Here's the one thing that sucks about taking the value that falls, and it doesn't mean it's not a bad situation. It's just like it can create some stress to eventually make some moves. Like, sometimes the value that falls is consistently a singular position. That's happened to me in my last 2 startups, and it drives me insane because I have like 4 top QBs in one league, and then I have so many receivers I cannot even count them in another league because it was just the value that fell.
We got a super chat from our guy Waffle Hauser. Waffle Hauser, we appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for coming tonight. Let's hear some Will Levis speculation. Oh, this is interesting. Nathan and I, we speculate on this for sure, but we speculate on the value more than the talent. Yeah. So here's what I think about Will Levis. I think after his first, his honeymoon phase of his games last year, like where you saw him dropping dimes. So part of that was D-Hop was going off at that point, which was definitely helping. But like I think after that honeymoon phase, you really didn't see Will Levis as a very good NFL quarterback at the end of last year.
We also saw the offensive line significantly regress.
And so that's going to affect that. Yep. And so like it's a whole lot of we don't know with Will Levis. But in terms of like what I expect from him in the future, I 100% expect the Titans to be drafting a quarterback in either 1 year or 2 years.
I completely agree. That's where I'm at with Levis as well. From a value perspective right now, though, I do think it was funny. I mean, this is a kind of a low-key discussion that we were having throughout the offseason, really, at the end of 2023. Like, what's going to happen to Levis's value? Does he end up being an okay value? Yeah, he did. Why not just take him now at price and then sell him later? I mean, this is something I anticipated. I don't understand why people why it didn't resonate that Will Levis was going to be a starting quarterback in the NFL going into 2024. But here we are post-draft. Of course they didn't draft a quarterback. He's going to be the guy going into the season in 2024. And the closer we get to the start of September, the more Will Levis's value is going to increase. That's what I anticipate. And if my suspicions are true,
your suspicions.
That's a new word.
Will Levis is going to become a fat sell.
Because you could see some flashes from him easily. Like, I mean, you easily could.
Well, not even flashes in the midseason. I don't even want to wait until the start of the season. I fully expect his value to increase the closer we get to the season, and right at the peak, man, I'm out. I'm done. Yeah. Get him off my roster.
And I think even at the beginning of the season, you're going to be able to tell, like, he was taking those deep shots. Like, that's what he's looking for. early in his reads. So if you see him start taking those intermediate passes a little bit more, I think he could be a successful quarterback. The problem is defenses adjusted and went, you're just trying to throw it 70 yards.
And if you're just looking at it practically too, situationally, like, do I have an issue with Will Levis, the talent, like compared to other guys that are starting quarterbacks in the NFL right now?
Not necessarily.
I don't have it out for Will Levis. Like, I dislike him completely.
Like we did for
But
Justin
look
Fields.
at the AFC South. Of the 4 quarterbacks in that division, C.J. Stroud, Anthony Richardson with Shane Steichen, Stroud with DeMeco Ryans, Trevor Lawrence with Doug Peterson, but Trevor Lawrence or Will Levis. Who's the odd man out there?
It's Levis.
It's Levis.
I don't think the coach is the odd coach out though. So that could work in Levis' favor.
true.
Is Brian Callahan?
Yes. Yeah.
If they were, I mean, he is one of the better offensive guys.
It's
in the league,
really tough for me to see Will Levis defy the odds this year.
I think it is for me too.
Especially with the draft
So
capital.
we're definitely like patiently awaiting that little baby spike, and then we're like, all of our Will Levis shares are gone. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Waffle Hauser. Thanks for your super chat. Let's look at this draft again. So after Ayuk and Bryce Young, you had ETN, you got Nico Pittman and Dell. Pittman has taken a slight drop now. I like this
don't
price.
understand
I like this
why.
price better for Pittman though. Like I would
Yes.
easily take him here every
Yep.
time. I made the mistake of not taking Pittman at this pick, and I took Justin Fields instead because I'm a moron, because
Yep.
I'm an idiot, because I need to get whacked in the head in order to think clearly. So like that. I just wish I would have taken him. Every time I see it, it gives me PTSD. It's like nom. Saquon, Tank Dell, Kyron Williams, and then you've got 4 tight ends here in the first 7 picks of this round. Bowers, Kincaid, Pitts, and Andrews. All go here.
My 2 favorite guys there are Kincaid
And
and
Andrews. Yeah, we know. I don't.
You said, yeah, we know.
I don't mind Bowers.
I was
and
going to
Pitts
say, Bowers
there.
is actually
I
not bad
honestly
there.
don't mind any of those picks. Bo Nix there is. We've seen the quarterbacks push up the board. The rookie quarterbacks pushed up the board altogether a little bit here. May went higher than he usually does. McCarthy did, and so did Bo Nix. So DJ Moore in the 5th, I think that's good value again. I'm gonna call dibs on my favorite team, I think, because he's taking some good value here. Andrews, you got Achane here. T. Higgins is a good value. Rashee Rice is a decent value. I think you could have gotten him the wrap for sure. And had your choice of whoever you wanted. Brian Thomas, Xavier Worthy, so some rookie wide receivers. A good price for these rookies. I like this price for them. Because remember, the year the 2022 year, they were all going here. And then that was like the goal. I'm pointing to the end of the 6th, early 7th, where you're getting Olave. It's where you're getting Garrett Wilson, where you were getting even J-Mo, even though J-Mo didn't turn out. Like I like that one a lot. But yeah, then 2 more tight ends. Hawkins or Travis Kelce rather got a little bit of a bump here as well, I think, with his contract. Hawkinson, you've got Addison going in the 6th, and then Ladd McConkey. So pretty interesting. Yeah. Let's go back up here and let's see what we missed. Who did we leave? Oh yeah, that was us. Torsten's here. What's up, Torsten? Good to see you, my friend.
Yo.
Traded Rashid Shaheed for the 3.
Traded Fashid Shareed.
Shaheed for the 309 and the 5. Yeah, like do it. That's good.
Yep.
Any advice for the 3.7 to 3.10? There's good running back value there, or day 2 wide receivers.
Corley's fallen to the 307 at times.
Day 2 wide receivers.
And
Corley,
Burton,
day 2 running backs,
and who's the other screaming value at the 307?
Corley, Burton, and I mean,
There's one other guy.
I don't remember who.
Gosh dang it!
I'm probably gonna guess wrong.
Here, there's a piece. There's a guy here.
The 101 in the draft, Kamani Vidal.
Right. Actually, he is getting to the late 3rd almost every time. That's
Yeah,
I'll take him there too. That's actually like in all seriousness, that's a good pick.
100%.
Yeah, definitely target those guys. Was Jermaine Burton who you're thinking of?
It could have been Burton.
Yeah. Page for the people. We are page
Ben
for the people.
Ben Sinnott.
Oh, Sinnott. Oh, yes.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
Love the streams. Thanks. I'm just Nick. We appreciate you, man. Picked up OBJ off waiver so he can win another championship. Nice. That's about his only chance, probably, because I don't think the Dolphins are doing it. This dude says he's recording a killer video. The first rule of killing it, don't record it. Everybody knows that. That's true. Our camera got massacred.
Yeah,
We
did. First of all, we did a lot of videos today.
We did a lot.
We did 6
because Nathan is going to Scotland
I'm gonna be on
on
vacation
Monday
for a week. So so we're recording ahead, and I was like on fire for 2.5
Nathan was
videos. Like my voice started
like
getting
the studio.
high
The
again.
studio was starting to
Avery was
catch on
scared.
fire.
Avery started cowering, which I've never ever.
I did. There were a couple of videos.
I'm not a scary guy, and I was like, dang, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I got to tone it down a little.
Trophy hunters always get caught. A video is considered a trophy. That's true. This is a trophy. Sheaf Loss is on the clock at 105. It says May or Rome. I'm taking May there. I just, that's what I like. guy at the 107, he's open for trading. Should I trade back? Yeah, if you've got Rome and May there, I'm open to trading back there for sure. Even though there's no guarantee you get one of those guys, and you probably won't. Like, you're still gonna probably get JJ McCarthy there. But you should ask for a haul. You're definitely dropping a little bit out of a tier. Although 7 guys, you should be getting one of the 4 quarterbacks and one of the 3 receivers.
Yep.
So no, I definitely try to get as much as you can and trade back. It's good value there. Getting a lot of Keon Coleman 203, 204. That's good value. Excited or scared at the same time. What are your thoughts on him? I think
I'm excited and scared.
I'm both, but at that value, like I like that value.
Yep, it's worth a shot.
Absolutely. He's got the wide receiver 1 upside in an awesome offense.
Yeah, and even though he's unpolished, like you're taking an unpolished wide receiver early second, like yeah, that's where you take unpolished wide receivers.
Yep.
Like that's what I like. Late, of course, we were not late. I was started at 9:05. Let's go, David. What's up, buddy? We got to set up your Zoom meeting soon because he was the grand prize winner from our draft night. There was a long line of 5 guys again. I did not go to 5 guys today. I went downtown to eat with my wife's family. It was very nice. I left Nathan here to train old Johnny Boy on doing some stuff for us around the domain. So shout out John, who's running the comments for us over there. We're happy to have you here tonight too.
Thank you, sir.
Torsten says these young people don't know how to be punctual anymore. Whatever. You guys cannot lecture us every time we're 5 seconds late. And then we'll take it easy, man. Just drop some money. It's cool in there. There you go. Let's look at this draft. Let's see what's gone on since we've... Okay, so we stopped at Ladd.
I cannot take Javonte in the 7th.
Oh, no.
Ryan, what are you doing?
It was Ryan that did that?
Ryan!
No! You were the chosen one.
No!
You were going to be my favorite team.
It was said you were to bring balance to the mock draft, not destroy it.
Debo was there.
He had the high ground, and he just gave it up for Devontae.
Why? Ryan, explain yourself.
Boo!
Over Debo? Why?
Boo!
Who else was there? Diggs?
Oh my gosh. There's so many people I'd rather have.
Jeez. Okay. Let's keep going. I'll always skip ahead to that. I'll let you take actually the end of the 6th here and the 7th. You can talk about it. So
yeah, so I love seeing Brooks going at the 6'9". That is super nice.
Yeah, I like that. That's good value, honestly.
It is. Even better value too. JSN, Keon Coleman going back to back. I mean, give me JSN still. Even with Keon Coleman's situation, I like JSN. Rashad White. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to love Rashad White and his
He's
value.
a good value, man.
Love
I mean, if you're going to invest in a running back, especially a young running back, why not that one?
I know.
Which he was in our like these guys could get replaced videos, but we didn't ever say he was going to get replaced. We said they're going to draft somebody, like, and it's going to give the illusion that he's replaced.
It was a possibility, but we kind of held our ground in the team blueprints, especially, and we were ballsy, but we still said target Rashad White pre-draft because his price, even though it could go down a little bit, is still worth it. So, man, it worked out if you got him. Jaden Reed and DK Metcalf.
DK in the 7th round. That's a
great value.
Super value right there.
He's generally going, tail end of the 5th? Right around the flowers.
Yeah, he's usually going right here.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, that's great.
That's a domain. That's a domain fall.
That domain approved pick right there, Peter Porker.
Well, no, that's a domain faller.
Oh,
DK Metcalf.
I don't know. I'm good with DK at this price now. Like
I know, but the reason he fell is because we generally don't speak super highly of DK Metcalf.
I love it.
Dynasty asset, but gimme all day.
Yeah, me too.
Penix goes in the 8th. That's interesting. That was what I was interested to see where he goes.
Michael Penis, yeah.
So Michael Penix, according to CJ Stroud.
That was so funny. It was on Pat McAfee. And Pat was like, what did you just say?
Excuse me? I said...
Yeah, I said Michael Penix.
I said Penix.
That was awesome. Yeah. Baker's there in the 7th.
Penix? Penis? Like, I don't know.
Trey Benson, Devontae Adams, Debo, and then you got Xavier Legette and Michael Penix, the rookies going there at the turn. You get Diggs in the 8th. You get Evans in the 8th. You get Cooper in the 8th. You get Kupp in the 8th. 4 veteran wide receivers there that you like getting. Mixon, Watson. You get Pearsall in the 8th.
I like some Pearsall there.
And then we take Justin
Fields. Why is backup quarterback going over
in the 8th round?
What are we doing,
There
guys?
are starters on the board.
He's going to be on special teams. Come on.
That's so funny.
Oh, my gosh.
All right. Kick return yards in your league. Where you drafting him? Did you see that?
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny.
That is funny.
It was so funny when I got that alert on my phone.
I mean, he'll be very effective on.
I want to tell you. I want to tell you guys again about the Platinum League. The Platinum League.
Whoa.
We gotta have some guy with a cool voice do that. Our voices are not cool enough to do stuff like this.
What are you talking about?
The Platinum League.
Well,
Platinum League. There we go.
Bobby Newport has never had a real job in
So
his
basically,
life.
this is our best of the best league. We're gonna take the best dynasty players that get in with. It's actually just random drawing, but of our best people over on flockfantasy.com/domain. If you're an annual mother flocker, you're gonna get in. It's a $250 a year league. This is the league of leagues for Nathan and I. Nathan and I are gonna co-manage a team for the first time, and we're gonna play against 11 people. So again. flockfantasy.com/domain. Use code domain when you sign up. Choose my flocker tier. And if
We're going to celebrate good times. Come on, when we win this league.
we are going to. We're going
saying.
to victory lap the frick out of that.
Heck yes.
And so follow the link I just dropped.
Trash
and
talk.
make sure you use code domain when you sign up. If you're an annual mother flocker, like I said, you have a chance to get in the Platinum League as well.
Ryan says in all caps, Javonte is an unquestioned starter. I already have wide receivers. I'm also cooking and was definitely running out of time. So that's the real answer. Okay.
I love
so
you, Ryan.
Sleeper ADP screwed you.
That was awesome.
There you go.
He also said he was hoping to snag Rice on the flip of the round, which is smart. Normally he makes it there. Normally he does make it there.
Ryan
so.
says if you don't think Fields starts by week 8, you're a quote certified idiot.
Really?
At Avery.
Am I a certified idiot, huh? Am I? Yeah.
I will. Are we really going to do this again?
No,
do we,
we're not.
We're not going to
doing
do
it
this again with
No,
Fields.
he's a
He's not
troll.
worthy.
Ryan-
He was traded for a 6th round pick.
Ryan's a
He's
troll.
not worthy.
Well, and Will Levis only starts by what? Maybe week 1. So those are free weeks there. But
Right. You mean Will Levis, who got picked after Justin Fields in this draft?
you realize the NFL just said that Sam Howell is more valuable than Justin Fields. Just saying.
This is Connor's question. It's a 1 QB 12 man. You've got all these assets. Should you trade up for a quarterback? Your quarterback's being you have Burrow. No, don't trade up for a quarterback. If you got Burrow and a 1 QB, no. We don't like trading up. We don't like trading up for 1 QB or QBs and 1 QB especially. I saw your QJ in your buy low video today. I completely agree. Trade him for Xavier Legette on draft night. That's a smash no-brainer. You did the right thing. QJ was a buy low because he's free. Xavier Legette is not free.
No.
Xavier Legette got Xavier Legette got first-round draft capital a week ago.
Xavier Legette.
Seems like a win, but also wish you had a few shares of
way.
QJ. Well, go get him in other leagues and get him for free.
Correct.
Buy Tony Pollard now.
So this came out right around during the intro video when we were talking about Tony Pollard.
Oh, yeah, buy Tony Pollard now.
And I thought
so
it was funny.
While he's going in the 5th, so you can brag about him going in the 9th next year. And that's exactly what happened.
The 11th.
The 11th, that's what I said. Trade.
Which, by the way, Tony Pollard's a low-key buy right now.
I was going to say,
He's a good
that's
value.
why he said
He's
that.
a
And I
very
was
good
like,
value.
because if you're looking at the board, I mean, not to
He hasn't
name
even
drop,
gone yet.
but
Well, he's going to go soon.
we're getting the 10th, guys.
Yeah. Guys, he has a 3-year contract, and he's actually produced. Like, Tyjae Spears has not. I don't really know why.
Somebody's going to take him now, but who cares?
Yeah, it's okay. Like, look, it's not about the player, it's about the price. Tony Pollard is a good price right now.
G16 says did we do this? Trade the 104 for Higgins, the 25 first, and the 208. I would probably just take Neighbors there.
Yeah.
Came out of that startup with Eckler and Benson as my best running backs. His running back value was terrible. Good on you for not stooping to their level. What's the play? I have all my 25 picks. Be patient. You have all be sending out feelers for running backs, get in discussions with guys until
There he goes.
until there he went. How about
He took
that?
him immediately.
Why is Ryan on auto? Did Ryan just auto? Are you serious? Look, I have teams like this. Be patient. Start sending trades. People will get antsy when you get to the season. You're gonna have plenty of trade opportunities there. What is wrong with you guys? Yeah, we try to be a little bit.
What is wrong with you guys?
We try to be a little bit less aggressive. now.
Avery tries.
Well, yeah, that's true. Nathan got aggressive today.
I didn't get aggressive. I just got
Be
lively. I
aggressive.
got lively, and I talked about throwing away your worries. Don't worry about a thing.
Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note by
Oh,
note. Don't worry. Matthew says, what's up, guys? Be happy. Birdman says, Dowdle, the running back, one in Dallas. Honestly,
He could be, sure. Nothing's outside the realm of
you know
possibilities.
what amazes me? Like, I guess if I was rich enough to own a football team, I'd do whatever the heck I wanted to. But Jerry Jones is, his brain has aged
He's all
as
in.
much as himself. Like, he is old. He clearly is not thinking straight. What's the Discord link? like I said, flockfantasy.com/domain. Troy Franklin, yeah, we get it. Yeah. What's the hit rate for guys? So fourth rounders to average 10 or more points per game from a fantasy perspective over the last how many years? There's been 336 of them drafted, and 10 of them have done it. That's 3%.
There's also,
But no. Let's plant our flag on fourth round wide receivers this year because it's really cool. It's called plan. Yeah,
there's also like a
that's called thinking
stretch.
with your ding dong instead of thinking with your brain. There, Ryan. Bingle says, "Are you guys ready for the 12th round Zaquandre selection?"
Yes, I'm ready for it.
Keep your head above the waves, says Sean. We love you, Sean.
Yeah.
When's the money due by the 250? We're gonna pick. I think we'll do
maybe the 250th.
Yeah, that's true. We're either gonna pick next Friday or
That was such a bad joke.
or the week after that. But it'll be due when you enter the league because we're not gonna get people in and not pay.
Whenever I'm back from the Scottish lands.
From Europe.
Yeah.
What's the format? The format, it's a 12-team Superflex league, tight end premium, full point PPR, 4-point passing touchdown. I could sell a league like I could sell cars, baby. And I'll tell you, I slap my hand on it, says this baby she purrs. All right, so this league's going to be fun.
Oh, boy.
Callum says, how's it going, guys? Hope you're enjoying your night. What's up, Callum? Good to see you, my friend.
Yeah.
LOL was shocked at first. Got Josh Allen 106. That's a joke. That's a good joke. The good job. What's penalty for last place? We should do a penalty. You drop what the penalty should be for the league. Make a vid of
But what penalty?
for last place in our league, for the Dynasty League, last place. But there's going to be rebuilding teams.
What penalty?
Who rebuilds in a $250
Don't
league?
know what the penalty. Someone who is brave as frick.
And
That's what makes
has
it
a lot
fun,
of
man. The
money.
higher the stakes, the more everyone wants to
I was going to say,
contend.
you know what really takes a Dynasty League and makes it not a Dynasty League is when you race the buy-in. It becomes a redraft league. But we're not going to because we're going to make you pay.
If the value is there, maybe you and I are forced to have a
We'll make you pay up
team.
front.
You never know.
Make a vid of dropables for those who need to make room. Just drop Sky and Bateman next on Chop. All right, we can do that. We can do it's going to be a couple weeks now, but we record a lot of videos tonight. Herbert mid-second was crazy. Currently doing my startup. Hurts, Puka, CMC, Devonta Smith, McBride, Kenneth Walker. So I like Hurts and Puka as their start. CMC in the third's good. Devonta in the fourth's good. McBride in the fifth's good. I like that start. It's a good start. Complete rebuild starting out with Herbert, Richardson, Collins, Rashid on my taxi squad. Nothing else really worth. You got May and Neighbors for, what now? Complete rebuild. We're going to have a video coming out for this next week, but if you're a complete hard rebuild, right now you're trying to down tier. So I'd be down tiering from Herbert and Richardson if you're really that complete of a rebuild. Or if you're like a softer rebuild, you build around those two guys. That's your foundation. So good start though. Will Levis Truthers exist? Barely. Was able to trade Kelsey, Keenan Allen in next year's first for the 109 and 202. So we're sitting at 107, 109, 202. And that's a good pick. I traded back in the day. I remember I traded. Actually, it was with you. I traded Kelsey for the 109.
Yep.
Who did I draft with that pick? Do you know?
Oh, I have no clue.
We're gonna find out right now.
Let's find out now.
Well, I mean, because we can see like the market.
Kelsey is still right around that price range, though.
He is because he just got a contract boost. Like,
Yep.
I told you it wouldn't end up being that bad.
No, it wasn't. I was like, oh man, I feel like I want this guy bad.
That's why I pushed for a little bit more because
you
I knew Kelsey would be like, I knew he was probably going to jump up.
I was trying to be like, I've got options with Kittle and other people, and I did not at all. And
what league is that? The team league? What league?
It's got to be. That's the league that John's in.
No, he's not in the team league.
I'm not.
Because that was before he was on the team. Are you the blue league?
I tell you, but it's a secret. So.
Oh yeah, it's a secret. Gotcha.
Oh, the secret league.
What secret league?
Why is this a secret?
I don't know
involved in this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can you tell me who's involved in this?
What are you talking
What is it, Nathan?
No,
I
there's
have
no
clue
secret
what
league,
you're
dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
Whatever.
Nathan's being
We
delusional again.
can't.
We
John.
You sound like a pig.
When you
I got Brian Thomas there, so yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Small value in, probably.
You definitely won that trade. I
yeah.
knew that coming in though.
Yeah, but a good trade there, by the way. After the huddle, appreciate you. All right, it's time to pick our favorite
Gotta be
teams.
Well,
Ryan, you screwed yourself with the Javonte pick, and I know it was probably not on purpose, but like you can't make mistakes like that, buddy. You just can't. And so with that, dang it, I like Ryan's team. You know what? I'm gonna go with Riley Griff's team because he's got two quarterbacks here that are good. Lamar, Goff. You've got Gibbs as your running back and Achane. You got Odunze, Addison, Adams, and Evans at wide receiver. That's contending wide receiver room that will do really well for you with two good running backs, young running backs. Kittle in the 9th is ridiculous. Took good Tony Pollard value and then got your QB3 in the 11th, Aaron Rodgers, something I did a lot this season, and then got a tight end one in Ben Sinnott at the 12th. I love it. Riley Griff, you are my favorite team tonight.
Where did Troy Franklin go?
We got a super chat, so we'll get down here. Troy Franklin here,
Yeah.
12-6.
Okay. So I'll take King Dome's team. He gets AR and Love at the top, dual elite QB. Ends up with a great wide receiver room still, even after going elite QB. He gets London, Tank Dell, JSN, and Reed. And then he gets a great running back run at the 11th on Marshawn Lloyd, who is little Aaron Jones. He also takes Aaron Jones, James Conner, Kendry Miller, who will continue to increase in value. And then he gets Dalton Kincaid as his top tight end. Love that draft.
Yeah. We got a super chat from our guy Mike. Mike, appreciate you, buddy. This is a 1 QB, which I will go full screen for you here, and I'll take this draft graphical screen. There's 1 QB, no tight end premium. You have the 205, 206, 207. Actually, does this work? It does work. Okay, sweet. I put my button on. I forgot about it. 205, 206, 27.
You put your what on what?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Leggett, Pearsall, McCarthy, and Sennett are all available in a 1 QB league. I'm taking Leggett, I'm taking Pearsall, and I'll take Sennett there as well. Those are my top 3. You have Dalton Schultz, you need a tight end. Yes, take Sennett. And the guy at 281 wants Sennett. What do? I think in a 1 QB league, those are probably the top guys available. Like those, because those are good values in a 1 QB league for a mid-second. So Leggett is my number 1 choice there. Pearsall, I mean, you're getting 2 first-round wide receivers in the mid-second round of a 1 QB league. That's stupid. Like, that's great value. And then you also get Sennett, and again, Sennett is going to be good as well, so I'm going to be taking him. Tell me what you think about this, but I think he's definitely on the right track from a value standpoint. Unless there's some other follower you're not mentioning, but
No, I like the idea of getting those guys that are available that have first-round draft capital. Obviously in Leggett and Pearsall. And then even though you have Schultz, anyone who thinks they have a need at tight end and they're willing to trade up for a second-round tight end that's unproven and we have no idea if he's going to be an elite tight, like make him overpay.
Hey,
it'll happen if you have a guy that thinks he's desperate for a tight end. So that's what I would do.
I'm dropping the next mock draft in the mock drafts channel. This is going to be a rookie mock, so yeah, I think, Mike, you got the right idea, but we appreciate you, man. Thank you for being a part of the community, and thanks for your super chat. We really appreciate that. So,
yeah, and I'll say this about Ben Sennett too. Like, the hit rates on rookie tight ends are ridiculously low. Like, unless you think Ben Sennett is going to be a top 6 or 7 guy, like, you could trade him up.
Which is typically what we recommend.
Yeah, absolutely. If the guy behind you wants him, make him pay. And I think you could get decent numbers with Schultz instead and try and tier up or tier down off of him, because that's kind of a yucky range of tight end.
Thanks, Mike. You rock too, buddy. We appreciate you. Thanks for your super chat, dude. We got 3 more spots in this mock draft, so I might drop it in here for you guys as well. First come, first serve here. We're going to do Dynasty rookie mock draft now. So, let's get to it. Things have mostly stayed the same over the last week.
Mostly
stayed
down.
the same, and yeah, and
Mostly dead. Slightly alive,
what are you talking
but
about?
mostly dead.
What?
Dude, he's only mostly dead. I'm not even going to tell you what that reference is because you should know.
I mean, I'm just not thinking straight right now.
I'm a knower.
You're definitely not thinking straight. You know what I am thinking straight about? Star Wars Day. May the 4th freaking be with you tomorrow.
Let's go.
I cannot wait.
And Nathan
We're going
and
to
I
see Phantom Menace.
Are going to see Phantom Menace
with our
in
wives
theaters.
in theaters. The 4K remastered edition.
Yeah, freaking some, dude. Let's go.
Let's
It's going to be so
go.
fun.
Means I
And
can't
then
wait.
Nathan's going to make me do all the work while he leaves for a week and a half.
And then I'm going to talk like Jar Jar for the next 2 weeks.
Better freaking not. It's so annoying. But we are excited for May the 4th be with you. So May the 4th be with all of you.
Yeah, and Tales of the Empire. It's going to be great.
Oh, yeah.
Darth Vader in the trailer. Like, he's going to be in it.
That's freaking awesome.
Anytime Vader's in it, we're happy.
Yeah.
We're happy.
Let's see. Marv, Caleb, Jaden Daniels, Malik Neighbors. What?
Oh, I thought it was someone else.
No, it's you.
I was like, yeah, I know. I was just like, I thought it. Yeah, never mind.
Malik Neighbors, Drake May, Roma Dunze. So we got our 6 here, and then this one's going to be, wait for it. There, JJ McCarthy. There you go. So that's stayed again. Like, we haven't seen a ton of shifts over the rookie market.
You know what makes me really happy?
What?
I think people flirted with the idea after the draft of taking Worthy over Odunze and pushing him, potentially taking him at the 1-6, and we push back and push back and push back
haven't really seen
so
it.
quickly that we haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's happened in some outlier leagues, but I don't know if it's happening across.
And you know,
I don't think it's happening.
And you know what's
across
going to happen
the
now?
space. What?
Odunze is going to bust, and Xavier Worthy is going to be a top 5
That would be
dynasty.
really,
That would
really
be
funny.
hilarious.
But the nice thing about it
And our
is
luck.
the nice thing about it is I'm not uncomfortable taking Worthy at price.
Yeah.
Like
I'm not either.
that's the
Yeah.
best thing about it.
Yeah.
So I'm really
We've got him in a
happy.
tier of his own, too.
I was worried that I was gonna have to say, hey, Worthy might be a sell,
Yeah.
but he's not.
No.
He's a good value.
Yeah, I agree.
He's the value that he should be. Well, how about that?
There you go.
How about that?
How about
now?
How about now? Jonathan Brooks, the
Siri,
2-1
check
is
the
good value.
timer.
What is that from?
That's the. How about now?
What is that?
It's. Dude, I say it all the time, and you say it with me, and you don't know what the reference is.
I've
You're not getting all these references.
I don't know that one. I don't remember you saying that one.
It's the Samsung Galaxy commercial with Cookie Monster
pay-
making his
Oh,
cookies,
yeah,
setting
yeah.
the timer for 10 minutes.
Yes.
And he waits like 30 seconds, and they treat it like it's an hour, and he starts like eating his wooden spatulas.
Yeah.
And then
How about now?
he's like,
Yeah, okay.
Siri, check the timer. You have 9 minutes and 30 seconds.
That's right.
It's
I
one of
remember
my
that now.
favorite all-time commercials. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Look up Cookie Monster Samsung commercial.
But Samsungs don't have Siri.
It's a
You wish they did because Siri's awesome.
No,
you wish.
It's a Samsung Galaxy commercial.
Yeah, but it doesn't have Siri.
He literally says Siri.
The Siri is an Apple thing.
Here, Cookie
You can't be serious.
Monster.
That was dumb.
That was very dumb.
Okay.
Hate it.
I
Don't love it.
I gotta find this.
Brooks, Coleman, Benson, Penix,
He says Siri.
Leggett, Pearsall, Adonai Mitchell here. All right, well, let's see. Let's just see. Siri commercial.
Siri commercial.
All right, click on it.
So I know I'm clicking on it now.
That's an iPhone.
It's awesome. Is it?
Yeah, it's an
Okay.
iPhone
I thought it was a Samsung ad.
No, most of the time the good stuff's with Apple. So.
It is an iPhone. Okay. Okay. Look up Cookie Monster commercial with Siri. There you go. They can probably hear it. It's the best thing ever.
That's funny.
Eats the flower. I think it's the eyes that get me.
It's an old commercial. I didn't realize how old it was.
It's got to be 5 years at this point. Oh, 7 years. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That makes me feel old. I remember it like it was yesterday.
That's awesome. That's a good commercial. Really effective.
Yes.
Leggett, Pearsall, Adonai Mitchell, Marshawn Lloyd, Ben Sinnott
Ryan
goes
says,
here.
people forget Nathan has green text.
That's
I love
true.
how we watch that commercial and then I come back and our viewers are like 20 down.
Oh, yeah.
So
Duh.
funny.
Javon Baker, Troy Franklin. So I'm just going to get triggered, so I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to get triggered, so I'm not going to talk about it.
Go.
I don't want to. I don't
Feel
wanna,
free.
I don't want to end on this note.
You have a few minutes to do it. Let's go. Go. Do it. Go.
I just really...
This is what the channel's for. We have a microphone.
we do have a super chat from Farmer Macy.
Okay,
Thank
Farmer
goodness.
Macy, appreciate your super chat.
Thanks, buddy.
Rebuild, sell neighbors for Drake London in a 26-second. Pass. I'll pass on that for now.
Yeah, I agree
The
with
gap
that.
isn't that. The gap isn't. Oh my gosh! Excuse me. The gap between.
Nathan, I believe in you.
The gap between Neighbors and London in startup terms is not super far. Neighbors is currently more valuable than Drake London, and a 26-second 2 years out is just not enough for me to that doesn't tip the scales. I'm not like, oh yeah, I get a 26-second on top of Drake London by down tiering from Neighbors. That's not enough for me. I want an asset that's going to impact me within the next year. So that I'd stick with Neighbors there.
So we've been seeing this. Troy Franklin goes 3-1, and Javon Baker goes 3-2, and then you have Malachi Corley and Jermaine Burton and McMillan going after him, which I'm less enthusiastic about McMillan as I am Corley especially, but even Burton, like it's like, so listen to this. This is from Paul Patterson on Twitter. Paul, shout out. Since 2000, 386 wide receivers have been drafted in rounds 4 through 7 of the NFL draft. Just 14 of them Parentheses.
No shot.
3.6% have managed a career points per game of 10 or higher. And arguably, only 7 of this group have been real needle movers in fantasy. There is no reason to spend a second on Troy Franklin or Javon Baker. And there is no reason to spend an early third on these guys either. There's just not. I mean, the hit rate is astronomically low.
Guys, we did the research. Like,
Are you guys normally on drugs?
We didn't randomly
not
just say no. I kept getting weird hiccups every time I was talking, and it was screwing with what I was going to say. Look, there's a reason that we tell you to take running backs, day 3 running backs, in the 3rd round of your rookie drafts consistently.
That's like a 1 in 4. That's like a 1 in 4 hit rate.
Yes,
like
it's
legit.
so much higher. And when we talk about hit rates, we're talking about value hit rates, guys that'll increase in value, not guys that are going to have long-term roles in the NFL, but guys where you can invest in them now, they'll increase in value later, and you can ship them off at a premium. Like, that is the goal when you're targeting 3rd round picks in your rookie drafts. You're not looking for the next Puka because there aren't very many Pukas. There's just not.
And if you spend your time trying to find the next Puka, like...
Yeah. And if you do take a receiver in the 3rd round, take one that has day 2 draft capital. That boosts your chances significantly.
Yeah.
or a day 2 draft capital wide receiver that goes in the 4th round, since apparently that's possible now too.
Can't wait for Troy to prove his sticks. He was legitimately one of the most productive players the last 2 years in college, and the NFL let him slip for no good reason. Really? Are you sure there wasn't a good reason? Because I don't think any NFL team would pass up a talented wide receiver in today's wide receiver market that they can get on a rookie deal for no good reason. The NFL, if they're passing on a player, they have good reason to do so. Because again,
not to say there aren't fallers. Like, we recognize that,
and
there
not
are
to say that fallers don't hit,
higher,
but they hit at such a low rate. Like, you're talking about he'd be the outlier of outliers. I'm not betting on that.
I think
not worth it.
I think people are fishing for the next Puka Nacua, but the reason, half the reason Puka Nacua was such a successful hit is because he was going in the middle of the 4th round. Not so with Troy Franklin.
And
Troy Franklin's going at the end of the 2nd.
Troy Franklin is the size of Xavier Worthy, but he's significantly slower and less good at football.
Exactly.
Like,
and he was still productive, and I liked him as a talent.
Because his type of wide receiver hasn't been seen before in the NFL. Interesting. What type of wide receiver is that?
I was going to say, I mean, do you think small wide receivers? I mean, we just saw Tank Dell and Josh Downs and Jordan Addison.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
all in the same
class. What type is it that we haven't seen? Troy's 6'2". I know
Ryan,
okay.
You're 100% right. It doesn't mean that Troy Franklin can't be good.
We're not saying that.
But it's the price. It's the price.
He's 6'2", but he's like legit 175, 180. Like, so it's less about when I'm saying big, I don't mean height. Yeah. I don't care. Like, a lot less about the height.
I promise. We're not rooting against Troy Franklin.
We're not.
I'm just betting against him at price. If he were going around later, I would be
smashing him
over him, all over him.
He says it's a risky bet. I agree with you guys. Don't get me wrong. All right. Well, then you're at least acknowledging that. Like, look, and sometimes with Dynasty, like, you just take who you like and you have fun. But people saying that
I'm not denying the situation, man. The situation that he landed,
couldn't be better.
It could not be.
It couldn't be better. But again, like,
why would I pass up on a day 2 wide receiver? Heck, a day 1 wide receiver. Why would I pass up on Leggett and take Troy Franklin instead?
Yeah, it's.
Why would I exponentially decrease my chances at hitting by taking Troy Franklin over Xavier Leggett?
And you said, I don't think he should have fell, and I just have faith he'll prove. And so, yeah, ultimately, it comes down to it's very subjective, and it's everybody's own opinion. But the problem is with Dynasty, this happens a lot where we get high on a player pre-draft. That player falls in drafts, and we end up taking them where we want to take them anyways because we don't want to let it go.
Yes.
It's called take lock, and we have horrible cases of it in Dynasty. And
why Malik Willis was overdrafted. Even as a 3rd round pick, he was going early 2nd round.
He was way overdrafted.
Yeah.
He was way overdrafted.
Well, and he's even, the thing is, he's in that like tier of middle wide receivers who could hit, might not. The problem is you're splitting hairs with those receivers, and he just happens to have day 3 draft capital, and the other guys don't. So like, you're already in the same range of wide receiver, and then you're a whole day later. That makes me out on you.
Yeah.
And I mean, last year, think about last year, Sean Tucker. Remember how much Sean Tucker was being overdrafted, consistently drafted as an undrafted free agent. An undrafted free agent. And remember all the stupid sleeper alerts that were coming out about him every single week of the preseason? Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
So he said don't take Troy over Pearsall or Leggett, but he's probably taking over McCaffrey and probably Roman Wilson. Look, like you taking him over those two guys, I'm really not fighting you super hard. Like, sure, whatever. It's Malachi Corley is the one that really chaps my butt bad. Like, I can't. Yeah. It makes me mad. And so he also
chaps your butt,
it's
huh?
The expression is chaps my believe, but I'm not gonna say that.
I see.
He says also it's a 3rd round pick. Who cares? Well, this year we do care because you see in this draft Malachi Corley goes at the 3-3. I care about that pick. Like, Malachi Corley is the wide receiver 2 on Aaron Rodgers' offense, and he is the starting slot wide receiver there on the Jets.
Yep.
A guy the Jets are very high on. Like, most of the time, like, if you're talking about a mid-late 3rd, yeah, who cares? But an early 3rd, 3-1, 3-2, that's a valuable pick, especially this year. And then this is coming from the guy that say 3rds don't matter. Like, this year they actually kind of do. And when the guys are getting at the 3-1, 3-2, right now you're getting day 2 wide receivers or day 2 running backs there. Those picks do matter because they have a significantly higher hit rate than most of the other guys in the 3rd round. So, yeah, and you could go after your guys and screw value. Like, you could just play Dynasty that way. And it's not the wrong way to play because at the end of the day, we're all guessing. We just play the analytics game, and the analytics game does not favor that decision.
Yeah.
So,
no.
Sorry I'm late. I was embarrassed about mixing up Odunze and Fields in the thumbnail. You're good, Ransford. You are late, but now we're done. So how about that? I guess you're not.
We are Odunze.
We're Odunze now. So like I mentioned earlier, flockfantasy.com/domain to get all of our exclusives and to be able to get in the Platinum League or enter to be in the Platinum League. We'll have a drawing. But basically, Platinum League is the best of the best. It's our highest buy-in league of the offseason. Nathan and I are co-managing a team. You'll have a chance to play against us. Again, if you're an annual Mother Flocker, you're going to have a chance to get in this league. So flockfantasy.com/domain, sign up by next Friday and get in the drawing. We'll be drawing here pretty soon. Would love to see you over there, though, for a number of reasons, but would love for you to get in and play against us in this league because we want to kick some butt. We want to kick some butt.
Kick some booty.
I don't blame you. For Birdman, Ryan, I don't blame you guys for liking Troy Franklin. I from an analytics and from a value, everything we do here and we preach, we would be contradicting ourselves if it didn't tick us off that people are taking Franklin over Corley. Malachi Corley is a 5'10" gadget wide receiver who went to a G5 school. That alone is not good. There have been 5 wide receivers since 2017 be 5'10" or shorter and have any relevant fantasy success. Again, the hit rate on that is significantly higher than the hit rate on 4th round to 7th round wide receivers. His draft capital alone is giving him a better shot, right? I mean, again, we're talking the NFL here. Like, we make models, and you made a model, and we have our own opinions, and we do our own scouting. But at the end of the day, like, an NFL front office decided Malachi Corley was a better pick than Troy Franklin.
Yep,
by quite a bit.
He's got some elite, like, after the catch ability.
He does have elite after the catch ability.
The main thing that is missing with Corley is the separation, which is super key in today's game. However, if he can get that down to at least a decent level, the other parts of his game are so elite that the upside is definitely worth a shot in an Aaron Rodgers offense.
Yeah, and I think right away he's going to get some usage. Like, that's part of the
project,
upside.
But I do think he could get there.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, you can't play the odds game enough to minimize the lowest of low odds is Troy Franklin averaging 10 or more points a game. Like,
Ryan, 5 of 77%. That's twice as high as Troy Franklin's chances.
Twice as high. Double your chances.
Yep.
When you're in the single digits, like, I mean, I'm taking every little scrappy I can.
Every little chance. Yeah.
I'll bank on talent. Who's talent? The NFL says Malachi Corley is more talented. They did. Troy Franklin is a very good separator. Look, Troy Franklin's good at a lot of things.
I've actually heard that he's not a great separator.
It's neither here nor there. Yeah. That's subjective, and I really don't care whether he's a good separator, whether he played wherever the frick, and whether his analytics say what the heck. He got drafted in the 4th round for a reason. And also, his draft stock has consistently fell over the course of the offseason for a reason as well.
Yeah.
So, again, like, take Troy Franklin in the mid-3rd. He's a great mid-3rd pick. He is not an early 3rd pick. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's more Malachi Corley as a buy than Troy Franklin as a sell, but I think both can be true.
Yeah.
So, no, the NFL says Corley has more value to the Jets' offense, and therefore more value for Dynasty and for fantasy, right? Like, I mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, this is kind of take lucky. This is take lucky. Like let go of what we said pre-draft and let's look at what we just got our answer. Like, and we only have our answer. Like, it would be one thing if he slid to the end of day 2. Like he didn't. He got drafted on day 3. He's a day 3 wide receiver. Like you simply just you can't ignore the hit rates there. You can't. Would you rather have Mims or Franklin? Franklin. I'd absolutely rather have Franklin. With Mims, if they're drafting the same class and they have the same draft capital, I probably would have taken my shot on Mims. But they're not, and we know what Mims is. So I'd rather just re-roll with Franklin, even if he is a 4th round guy. Draft capital does not equal skill in every case. I agree with that. We're not doing it anymore tonight. Sorry, Jay Gibby. But we are almost done. Appreciate you guys joining us tonight. Like I said, make sure you like and subscribe. Hope to see you over on the Discord this weekend. Say bye to Nathan. This is his last live stream until he gets back from Scotland. So we appreciate you, Nathan.
Great. Cool.
Oh, wow.
I got the balloons.
You did the balloons.
To fly.
All right. Appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll see you later.